Okay, well.
But how hard it is to be an influencer when you...
I'm leaving that in the beginning.
As a content creator. Wait, we don't post. How are we supposed to?
I'm leaving that. Hi, world. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this week's episode is very random and spontaneous.
Very.
We last minute decided to record a podcast here at this little coffee shop that I met up with a friend at, and it is, drum roll.
Wait, I gotta say my name now? Hi, Yessenia.
It's Yessenia Carreon.
You know what's funny? Is that I totally just got what you said earlier.
What?
When you were leaving in. And I'm like,
what?
When you said, right now when we were talking, you said, I'm leaving that in.
Yeah, because I pressed record and you're like, how hard it is to be an influencer. So you guys know what we're talking about today.
Guys, I don't really consider myself an influencer.
I don't either. Like, people use that word with me, and I'm like, ew, stop. I've already talked about this before in an episode where I'm like,
I swear I was saying it sarcastically.
She called herself out. Anyway, so if you guys don't know who Yessenia is, I'll say a little bit about her, but then I'll let her introduce herself. Because you haven't been on mine, right? I've been on yours. Okay.
Yeah.
So I met Yessenia through TikTok. In probably 2020, right?
Yeah.
We made content and stuff during COVID, you know, when everybody started getting on TikTok, and her videos were freaking hilarious and very relatable. She makes a lot of like family Hispanic type content, and we clicked there. When did we end up?
So we actually I don't know when exactly we started following each other.
I have bad memory.
I have a bad memory, but I do remember when we met because it was around the holidays. It was the beginning of December.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like right before Christmas. I want to say like the first or second week of December, but it was in 2020.
Okay.
And so yes, 2 years already.
And you had followed me, and you followed Bonnie.
Yes. So what's funny is Bonnie's page was one of the first pages that came across my page that was like Latina or like mother, like mom,
the mom
related. Because when I first started, a lot of my content that I would see was a lot of dances. I think we all did.
Yeah.
And a lot of Mexican mom comedy.
Yeah.
So I posted one video of like being a mom during the pandemic, and then like that's kind of like the video that like I guess like blew up for me. It wasn't even viral. It was probably like 500,000 views. Yeah. But at the time, it was like, oh my god, 500,000 views.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is funny because you know that some people think that like 20,000 views is viral.
Right.
I don't consider that viral, but some people would be like, oh, 10,000 views.
Well,
like,
at that
crazy.
time, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like, at the time, I was like, wow, that's a lot. Like, I think when I hit 100,000 views, I was like, oh my god, this is viral. Yeah, and my brother's the one that posted my mom was like, I think they consider viral like a million views. And I'm like, okay, well,
whatever.
Fine.
It's viral to me.
But so once I posted that video, I guess because like a lot of moms were liking it, I started seeing a lot more mom videos. But like it doesn't matter, no hate or anything, but it was a lot of like widows, a lot of widow moms, you know. So Bonnie's video was like one of the first Latina moms that I saw that was like mom content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she was wearing a bear sweater. That's what I'll always remember. Okay. And I was like, oh, she's from Chicago, but she's not. She's from Indiana. But anyway.
Yeah. I'm from Chicago too.
so yeah. And then the first video that I saw of yours was two of them around like the same time. It was one that it was like a Frozen.
Yes.
You were doing como like one of your satire songs.
It was, I think I know which one you're talking about. And it probably popped up on your page because it looks like mom content.
Yes.
Because I had my
niece. Yes.
My niece was living with me at our house, and I was making a video about being stuck in the house with a kid, and then being obsessed with being on TikTok. Yes. And then I remember you commented.
And that's when I went to your page, and then I saw a video of the outside of your house.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this girl is from the Midwest. Like, I knew. Really? I'm like, she has to either be from like Chicago or Indiana or somewhere in the Midwest. Like, it gave me Midwest vibes. So right away I followed you, and I did not realize you guys were related.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, because how did we end up all like meeting?
We were on Bonnie's Live.
On Bonnie's Live?
I think so, because we were on Bonnie. I was on Bonnie's Live, and you were on there too. And then we were all talking, or you said hey, or I said hi. Or something, And I don't know
and
how
then
it happened.
Probably said we were cousins or something.
Yeah, and then I was like, wait, you're cousins? I was like, it was funny, but how it happened.
And then eventually we all got together in person, and
we did that Zoom call live.
Yeah.
That Bonnie and you
with
did.
A bunch of followers, right?
Yeah, that was fun. And then we got together. Yeah, we got together December of 2020.
Yeah, and it's not very often, but every time I'm in town, we try to make plans. Yeah. I meet up with Yessenia because you're like, what, 30 minutes you said from me? It's already been like over 6 months, I think, since I got back into town in Indiana. And I've only seen you a couple times.
I know. But it's been rough. I mean, like, I know I've been busy, and you're busy. And now I'm running for office.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you could tell us a little bit more about yourself. For those of you who don't know, and there are probably some people out there who don't even know who Bonnie is that we're talking about. I'm very sorry, but this will all make sense. Also, if you can go back to, we'll mention your podcast.
Yes. So my name is Yessenia. I am a mother. I have 2 kids, 8-year-old twins. And when I first got on on TikTok, I got on because I was actually going through a really rough time because I had just ran for office and lost. Although I knew I was going to lose, and I'm not a politician, guys. I hope you understand. I'm a community activist, I guess you could say. I don't know. Like, I love to work with the community, and I found a need, and that's the reason why I ran. Yeah. That's the reason why I'm running now.
And she's competitive.
And I'm very competitive.
You get it, girl.
So I want to win. Now, once I win, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, just wait, no. But, so my brother had been telling me for over a year already, like, get on TikTok. Because I am an actor. I've been acting for,
I forget.
15 years. I keep saying 15 years, and I've been using the 15 years for a long time. Yeah. But I haven't really done anything recently since the pandemic. But I've done theater, Chicago theater, and that's my passion. That's my main. So my main thing is I wanna be an actor. I wanna have my own series. I wanna produce my own films. I wanna, that's what I wanna do. And my brother kept telling me, get on TikTok. You're gonna network with people, blah blah blah. So that's the reason I got on. Yeah. And it saved me in a lot of ways.
To like act and be creative.
Yeah, to be able to have an avenue to release that creativity, So so that's how I started. I've been doing it for 2 years, but I've been in a slump for the last year, I want to say, and I know that you feel it too. And Jenny and I talk about this all the time. Like, it's rough because I feel like I don't post as much as I used to. Yeah. So I haven't grown like people that have started up with us have grown. Oh, yeah. So it's a little bit like frustrating, and then I look at that, then it's just like it unmotivates me.
You get really hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yessenia and I are always talking about this, how we're just very bad at procrastinating, and other people are, it seems, because you don't know what's really like behind the scenes, but it comes off that other people are much better at like handling if they're going through depression or anxiety or even like losses in their family and stuff. They still post. They're still consistent.
And I think it's because they kind of use that for their
an outlet, and I get that. Like, it's kind of an outlet for me too. But I'm like, I just immediately know I don't have the
If
energy.
I show you right now, I have over 1,000 drafts in my freaking phone.
Oh my gosh, it's so
dude,
bad.
It's bad because I will record videos and then I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Or you get self-conscious about it. Yeah. It's not perfect.
And of course, I've gained a lot of weight since the pandemic. So I look back at my old videos. I'm like, oh my God, like, why can't I just get it together? And then I don't like the way I look and and it's just,
It's a lot that goes into it that you don't really think about until you start like posting and seeing your face online. And then other people point things out and then mention insecurities and things like that. And I don't know. I try not to let it get me down. And I feel like internally I'm okay with like ignoring like hate and stuff like that from other people. It's me putting myself in that harder place and like can't get out of my head and making the procrastinating worse when it doesn't have to be as bad as it is. And I should just use, and same with you, like we should just use that creative talents that we have to put it out there, because it does feel good when you do stay consistent with it, and then it's changing other people's lives, because it really is a good feeling when people are like, you made me smile today, or your videos are so relatable. And
like somebody just commented on one of my videos like 2 days ago. I saw it, and it's funny how some pop up. Like, I don't see a lot of the comments sometimes because you get I think on Instagram I'm not very good at, like, if I don't check it right away, I don't know how to go back to my notice. Like, I could only see a certain amount I don't know if it's the same
What
with
do
you.
mean? Your
Of notifications. And I feel like with Instagram, it's harder to go, where TikTok, I'm able to scroll back and see like any notifications that I missed to look at old comments, you know?
I guess, well, with me, it's not as bad because I don't have very many followers on Instagram, so I can refresh it daily, and there's not a ton.
And I do, but I've been stuck. Like, I'm actually losing followers probably.
Oh, girl, I've lost thousands.
But somebody comments and they're like, honestly, I don't know what I would do without your videos. And I'm like,
that's so sad. But it's like,
yeah,
it's good, but it's sad,
good,
like,
but
because you're like, oh, why don't I keep up with it? And I feel bad for these people.
And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm letting people down because I'm not putting out new content.
Yeah.
But also, like, like, I see a lot of videos, and in my case, I think that, like, certain incidents that I went through, meeting people on TikTok, I guess, like, I don't want to say, like, disappointment.
Like, turn you off.
It turned me off where, like, it was like, why am I even doing this when I don't like what I've seen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the places that it's led you to meet and do certain things that people look forward to, and it's a letdown.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, I don't. Why am I doing this?
Like, why am I putting myself through this? You know?
And I'm like throwing it out there again because I always feel so like, I don't know. I feel like I'm. Like I probably come off as like I don't think I'm famous. I'm not a celebrity. I don't think I even have a lot of followers, but it's just like the little, when I'm talking about these kinds of things, it's like the 5 people, they're like consistently in my DMs who are like, you know that they're going through a hard time, their family's struggling, you know that you made their day with their content, and they're looking for certain type of things just to like, I visit your page and I look forward, and like I feel like I'm letting them down. It's like those little people, because again, in no way do I think like, oh my gosh, I'm such an influencer. I'm not like, it's not even like
about that. That's why I say, like, it's funny when I say influencer because I'm being sarcastic, but I do believe I see myself as a content creator. Yeah, that's what I say I am. And
I just say like, I feel I just want to say creative. Like, I just like, there was this lady recently on one of my TikTok videos. She's like, your content's not the same since you started traveling. Like, I followed you on your beginning of your traveling journey. And I'm like, well, then you came really late in the game because I only recently started traveling. Right. I've been posting music on YouTube for years. I like doing I love doing voiceovers on TikTok. I think they're hilarious, but I don't do well with voiceovers because TikTok's algorithm knows me as like the thrifting girl or whatever. So I just like have so many things I want to be creative with, and
that's where I get like, oh, I feel like my people don't like this. And okay, so I want to touch on this because, like, especially everything that's been going on. I know you've seen, you know, the situation with Twitch and how he passed away and everything. And I know you follow Meredith, Babies of Steel. Yeah, I love her. She's amazing. She put out a video, and this is going back to like the comment, like we talk about this all the time, like why is it that like people can use like what they're going through, like their depression or a bad situation, and they use it as content, so they don't ever stop, you know what I mean? Which is good. Like they're letting people in on the real them, you know. And I find it difficult because I feel like, well, I'm comedy, like people don't want to see me cry, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, it's so hard.
And she posted a video about like she's like, you know, people say that like, she's like that she sees videos of people saying like, oh my god, I can't, like, I always laugh when I see a crying video because like, what do they do they post?
I just saw that video today. I know what you're talking about.
And she was talking about like, do they stop crying and then put their phone up and they're recording stuff? Yeah, the thought of that is hilarious because I think the same thing too. I was like, but if you've ever, I'm like, I have videos of myself crying.
60.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
No, but like I have them, but will I ever post them? Probably not. Never. Because of that reason, because I'm so scared of being judged. But it's that side of you that you want to show, like, I'm not always like this. Like, 75% of the time I'm like this. Yeah. Maybe 80. You know what I mean? Like, but this is what gets me through. Right. You know, and when I saw her video and it just hit home, and I'm just like, dude, like, yes, exactly. Like, this is the reason why people say, like, I don't understand. They seem so happy. Yes, because the minute that you see
Twitch, that's all he was.
Like, the minute that if he were to post a sad video or crime video, like,
I follow him for dancing. Exactly. Oh my gosh, and that's
people kind of so judgmental, you know?
It's so bad. That's kind of what, like, I'm trying to like merge all of my different types of creative content, like YouTube. I eventually want to just start putting covers, and it's only for music. TikTok is only going to be for like funny, like the thrifting and things like that I want to do. And then this podcast is kind of that outlet for like that side of me, because I want people to know like we're real, we have feelings, we're going through shit. It's not just goofy. But the second that I post like a real video on TikTok, or even something like just with my family, like something that's just me, my personality, people are like, oh, I followed you for the Butterbell. And you know, but like, dear God, can I ever escape the fucking Butterbell? I do. I love my Butterbell, and I really do like that content, but like, I get
Which, by the way, I never knew what a Butterbell was until I saw your video, so I was
so proud, thank you. It makes it all worth it. Yessenia.
The Butterbell, what? I do want one, though.
The first time I said that, somebody was like, I thought you were talking about the turkey, like a frozen Butterball turkey. For Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, not a turkey, a Butterball. Oh my gosh. But like, yeah, like people get so upset, and that's where I get like, I just start getting really upset, because just the fact that like the TikTok algorithm and just the way that it works in general, like it wants you to be a niche. And as much as I know that I would probably do better that way and like keep growing or whatever, I'm stubborn. I don't want to have sometimes I want to go thrifting and look for Butterbells, and sometimes I want to sing. And so if I'm not singing Disney parodies, I just do like regular covers, and oh my gosh, I get like 200, maybe 400 views on just regular singing videos, and that pisses me off, because I'm like, that's who I am at the core. So I don't know how to balance it.
I wanted to do more like how to get into acting, how to, like tutorials. Yeah. I think I did probably like 2 that barely got any views, and it's not so much about the views, but you don't want to keep putting videos out there that people don't want to see.
Well, that's the thing.
And it's just like, why am I putting them out if you guys don't want to see them?
Right. There's a reason that they're not getting views. Like, and it's not like the number that I care about, but I'm like, oh, like this isn't even reaching my people who would want to see this, because people, I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Like, it's just not even getting out there. And so I'm like, okay, this isn't even really doing anything for anyone. And it's just going to be, and I always end up putting it like, I was laughing at the noise. Which, okay, disclaimer, guys. We didn't tell you we're sitting in a coffee shop. Okay. We're going to throw in a little disclaimer here, because we forgot to mention in the beginning. We're sitting at the Sip Coffee House. So we're at the little coffee house. It's a cafe. So we got the kitchen in the back. They're making coffee. There's all kinds of things going on. Yeah. So if you hear stuff in the background, my bad. Yeah.
I mean, just pretend like you're here with us,
Yeah, we're just having coffee. I might be sipping some water every now and then.
What's funny is that, so I have a podcast called Cafe Con Canela, and actually Jenny and Bonnie were on my podcast a year and a half ago already too, right? I think it was before we actually met, wasn't it?
I don't even know what day it is.
Or after. No, it was after we met. So maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it was probably after we met.
And the concept of that one, because Cafe Con Canela was to sit around in a coffee shop and like talk and be able to promote the business and everything.
And I don't know if there's an actual like, there's a podcast where somebody like actually sits at like coffee shops. I always thought it was cute to like hear the like background.
Do they?
I don't know. I'm just saying I've always wanted to. Yeah. But then it's perfect that that's the name of yours.
Yeah. And I figured, so the reason I had originally wanted to start it before the pandemic was because we wanted to promote businesses in our community to help, like, hey, we're sitting at blah 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 whatever, to be able to help promote businesses. Cute. But then the pandemic happened, and then me and Lila were just like, well, let's just do it from home, because obviously everything's shut down, and that's how it just became a podcast, as opposed to like more like it was supposed to be audio and video.
Okay. I do like those audio and video ones. There's a couple podcasts that I only watch their YouTube videos because I like listening, and now they have the feature where you can pause.
I saw that.
My God, it's like literally life changing. I always used to hate that you couldn't lock your phone and still listen to YouTube, but now I can do that. But then if they're like laughing about something, I can go and open the video and watch them. It's so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was a perfect little. We got Cafe Con Canela here, and then I'm getting a little taste of the little coffee shop, because it was like when I was traveling, I wanted to travel around the country, and I was gonna do coffee casts and like just try different coffee shops.
That's very cool.
Maybe interview like strangers or like the owners of the business or something. And I always like the sound of like the espresso machine and stuff in the background. But
you can still do it once you get back on the road.
Yeah. So I don't know when that's. Oh my gosh,
what's the status that you're still waiting to find out what the cost is going to be for the?
I don't even. Oh, the camper. Oh, the camper. I called insurance, and they're being really weird, and like they won't like come out and look at the camper, and I need them to like, I'm like really serious about it, so I don't care for them to just be like, oh yeah, it's totaled if it's not totaled. Like I want to know what the damage is, and if it is totaled, I'm not going to want them to take it. Like I'm going to want to buy it back, because people are like, just get another camper. You know how, oh my gosh, I'm already emotionally attached to that thing.
They won't, I don't think they'll take it. So my dad's truck, when he got into a car accident, they said his truck was totaled. Yeah. They sent him a check for like the cost of the truck or whatever. The value. And then
you can buy it back for cheaper, right?
He kept the truck.
Oh, they didn't even make him like buy it. Because I heard they'll give you the value, and then you have to buy that back from them. Like, say if they give you $8,000, they're gonna be like, okay, you don't want us to take it, so give us $4,000, and you can keep it.
No, you should be able to keep it because it's an insurance. They're not like, if they were to send you money to fix your car, they would send you money to fix your car, and you get your car fixed. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But some people just keep that money.
So they should. If they total it out, then they should just send you the money for whatever it's totaled out for or whatever. But you should still be able to keep it.
So my issue was, one, I'm hoping that maybe they'll be able to give me information on where I can get it fixed, because I've called literally like places all around like the country, even in this area, and like nobody really fixes 1960s like old ass wooden vintage campers, and that's why people are like, just get another one. I'm like, the stove in this thing, it's literally, I don't know if anybody listening to this has seen it. It's a Princess brand stove. It was in immaculate condition. Everything was original to it. I don't want to I'm not going to find another one just like it. No. And the other thing was, they were like, okay, we're going to assess your camper and see what the damages are. Send us 8 pictures of the front and 4 pictures of the back, and then 2 pictures from the side. I'm like, I'm not sending you 3 million fucking text message pictures. Like, why can't they just have somebody come out and look at it? Like, they don't do that anymore or something. And I don't know, I was just frustrated because they were telling me to send all that. Then they were like, email us this. And then we're set up a phone call for I'm like, it was so complicated, and maybe I'll have the time to do it now, but at that time I was so upset about it.
That's what it is. Like, you just didn't want to deal with it, and I get it.
So then I don't know if you saw that there was a dead bird inside of it.
No. Shut up.
I posted on my story. Somehow a bird got into it and got stuck on the sticky fly trap. And it must have been just flying around for hours, and it died. It is completely disheveled. Oh, it was so nasty. It was really, really bad.
Wow.
But, I don't know. So if I hit the road and I travel again, I'm just going to be going in the Jeep. And I've just been really, like, kind of depressed about that, because I was so excited about traveling and doing music with the camper. Yeah. And now I have to do it from the Jeep again.
Well, the thing, too, is that it will cost you more money with the camper because you're carrying, gas and everything.
The gas is already so bad. So I knew that, but I was kind of, my balance of that was, but I'll be making money, like, doing weddings. Yeah. And now traveling without the, because I had turned it into a photo booth for weddings, without the camper, I can take all my music equipment with me and still do weddings, but it's going to be so crammed in there. And I just really liked having the extra room and like a little house to live in. So I don't know, I'm just kind of waiting. I wasn't planning on being here for the holidays really, but I have some like important things going on in life that like I might have to stay in town for. And I don't know, maybe like New Year's, like for the New Year I'll travel south. My friend Shelly's been wanting me to go to Houston for like over a year now, and I still haven't gone to Houston. So, and I know.
Well, if you go to Houston, isn't what's your name there too, or no?
She moved to Florida.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and every time I was going to Houston, we would try to meet up, and it never worked out because she was on vacation in Florida. And then as soon as I left Florida, she moved to Florida. I was like, oh my gosh, it's never going to work out. But it was, I'm looking forward to that. We're talking about Estefi Savi, right?
Estefi Savi.
On TikTok?
Yeah. I love her.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
so hilarious.
She's hilarious. She's so sweet.
Her too. I remember seeing the very first video that went viral on her.
Is it the singing one with the makeup brush?
Yes.
That was my favorite.
And wasn't it with ¿cómo se llama?
Is it Whitney? Whitney Houston?
No.
Are you talking about
was
the
it
one
Whitney?
that she was singing?
Was it a Whitney one?
Yeah, wait. I thought it was a Whitney Houston one. I think it's a Whitney.
Was it Whitney one? I don't know, but yeah. So that's one of the first, and her too. Like she blew up with the little hands.
The little hands.
Yeah, I love her videos though. They're so funny.
Oh yeah.
Who else is in Houston? TikTok Mama.
Oh, TikTok and Mama. Right? Is it the same, the blonde lady with the kids?
La older lady. She's like
I don't know if we're thinking of the same one.
TikTok Mama.
I'm thinking of the girl that she makes videos like kind of imitating her kids. Like she acts like her kids.
Oh no.
She puts like the pink bows. I think it's TikTok and Mama, but there might be a TikTok Mama. There's like so many.
I know, no, not her. TikTok Mama. Oh, she's older. I'll show her. I was like, but you could try to do like a meet and greet.
Oh I know that's so funny. I would love to like meet up with, because a lot of these, like Meredith and I follow each other. Like we follow each other back. Steffi and I, she actually did a live with me before I was singing, and she would like came in and sang with me or something. Aww. And I've just been looking forward to like, you know, how we met up and we get to talk in person and you see these people.
I think that helps I think that's the component.
It makes you feel like you're not crazy.
Yes, that's the component that you need to keep moving forward with this content creating.
Yeah,
thing. You know what I mean?
Having other people who do the same thing.
Yes, exactly. And that's where I found it difficult, because like, nobody around me like does it. Like we meet up, but not that often.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's my fault.
No, it's not that. I mean, we got a lot of things going on, but like, so when you don't have a community or a group that does it with you, it's like when you're down and out, you're down and out.
You don't have anybody if you have pushing a team,
exactly.
You.
And that's where we're just like, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy. It's easy to say like we should just start, meeting more people on TikTok, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, from experience, it's hard, and it can be disappointing when you actually meet people, so.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it's a weird world, because like on this podcast specifically, like I talk a lot about like what it's really like with the anxiety of the posting, the procrastinating, and like I'm not this girl that like thinks I'm better than people or whatever, or like, but then there's a whole different side of there are instances where you just like, that's what they say, don't ever try to meet your heroes. Yeah. Like your celebrities.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Like so many people have been let down, like, oh my gosh, I want to meet, like, I don't know, for example, like Katherine Heigl, she's my hero. And then you meet her and you find out that she's like
a bitch. No, we don't know.
But I've heard, I don't know, but I've heard about Katherine Heigl.
Now I'm hearing it about Jennifer Lopez.
Really?
I've been seeing it.
That she's hard to work with?
That she's a bitch. And that she's a very bad tipper.
Oh no, not the bad tipper.
Yes, that even when Ben puts down, like, Ben is a really good tipper. So like, I guess Ben, her husband, Ben Affleck.
I forget which one she's in.
Ben Affleck. Yeah, I guess they were
married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I don't
girl,
know.
where you been? No,
I don't even know.
She's been. You have
depressed.
an excuse. You've been an excuse.
I've been depressed.
Yeah, they're married. So that when he tips really well, that sometimes she goes back and
stop.
Grabs back the tip.
Is this like on one of those tabloids?
Yeah, it's all over TikTok, girl.
It's all over TikTok.
It just started. Don't. I act like it's been all over. I saw like 3 videos.
Yeah.
Like last
3 videos is a lot though. I don't know. No, that was a while ago. I heard Katherine Heigl is like, she's just really hard to work with, and I only believe it because like when I see, like, she always plays like the same kind of role. She's always kind of like a snotty, like, she's rich and she's like kind of better than you kind of person, and that's how they say that she is in real life. I'm like, well, that's probably why she can act that role really well.
Have you seen Firefly Lane?
I started it, and I really liked it, but I don't even, it's been so long, I need to get back into it.
I actually really like it too, and I think she did well in it.
She's a really good actress and everything. But
it's good. I liked it.
I kind of get that vibe that she can be a little snotty.
I do too.
But it's like same with TikTok. I'm like kind of scared. I'm like scared to meet other people that like I really look up to, because I'm like, what if they're actually mean?
I know. Well, yeah.
Like, can you imagine? This is just like an example, and I'm sure this is not it. But like, imagine like wanting to just like really meet up with Mama Tot, and she's just mean to you and ignores you. Like I would be so let down and so sad because she's like the sweetest person that you
don't mind me. I'm itching my eye.
Well, they don't know.
I know. I'm telling you.
Are you telling me? How rude! How dare you itch your eye, Yessenia?
It's itching. I don't know if it's the mascara. I do believe that I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
Oh my god.
It's itching me so bad. If it gets red, my bad. No, exactly, girl. So I'm gonna talk about an incident that I'm not gonna talk about the wedding. I'm gonna talk about the
girl. Go for it. I'm still laughing about the intro. How hard it is to be an influencer.
Pues ahí viene el chisme. Okay.
Cafe Con Canela. Cafecito.
un cafecito.
Chismito.
Ahorita viene el té. Okay, so it was the beginning of 2021, I think.
Okay.
Maybe 2022. I don't know. Maybe
year?
2022. No, 2021. Anyway, one of those beginnings. I had actually.
The dishes. I'm sorry.
I know.
So funny.
Don't mind, y'all. Don't mind.
They're doing dishes. Okay.
So, I don't know if you remember. Well, I'm sure y'all know. If you're in the TikTok world, you know who Pinky is. Pinky Patel. She had one of her first shows that she did. She's from Chicago, so she had a show in Chicago, and it was actually my sister's baby shower. So I wasn't able to go to the show, but I knew a lot of influencers, or
like a stand-up show, right? She
does
like stand-up.
Comedy. Okay. They were gonna meet up so a lot of content creators were here to see it, and they were gonna hang out afterwards. So I had messaged a couple of my friends on there, and they're like, "Hey, let me know where you guys go, because I can't go to the show, but I can meet y'all up afterwards." So they were like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to the casino, blah blah blah, whatever." Okay. And actually, I did not want to go by myself, but my friend didn't want to go, and I know I had asked you guys if you. I
don't even know where I was.
You weren't. I don't think you were around.
I was probably out of town. It must have been this year because I think I was traveling.
No, it was. No, it wasn't. It was before. Yeah, it was like the beginning. Maybe it had to happen in 2021, the beginning of 2021.
Okay.
The summer of 2021, I think it was.
Okay.
So anyway, so that was that. So I ended up going, and dude, like, when I tell you, Pinky was super nice. I'm not. Please, this is not about Pinky. There was a person, two creators there, two influencers,
TikTok
there
creators
that thought they were like freaking famous or something.
I can't stand that. It's actually crazy.
Yes, they were like so like. First of all, like, I felt so awkward. I felt so like, okay, like the girls that told me that they were gonna be there, they were really nice, really nice to meet them. But I was so disappointed to see like the way they acted, how they acted. One of them even asked me to leave because I was making, I guess, the other one uncomfortable. Which, get the fuck out of here, bitch. I actually live in Chicago, alright? Get your ass out of here. You
get out of Chicago.
Get the fuck out of here. How are you gonna tell me? Oh my god. I just felt so like.
Didn't you say it was because like you were trying to talk to one of them, and so the other one was like, "You're making this weird," and like they.
So what I found out afterwards, and this I didn't know at the time. What I found out afterwards is that she thought that I was being sent there by somebody else to spy on her.
Oh, okay, yes, now it's
and they thought, so they thought I was being sent there by somebody else to spy on
these other people.
Yeah, because that's what I don't have anything better to do but to spy on people.
What a joyous way to spend your time.
So that was that, and
that's what I don't like is that
was my first experience.
Like that they treat
like
if that's your personality and you're kind of whatever, you're snooty or whatever, okay, but like if you're gonna treat people bad because you think so highly of yourself,
exactly, like I'm sorry, like I guarantee you that if any of my family were to see you, they would not know who the hell you are. Like, because they're
calm down.
They're and they're on TikTok. Like they just don't know who you are. Like, it ain't all that serious. Like, come on,
not that big of a deal, guys.
So I think that was very disappointing, and that really was just like a little turn off. Yeah, where I was just like, I'm a little worried about meeting people, you know.
Yeah.
And then the wedding was,
a wedding.
That I'm not gonna talk about, but it wasn't the greatest experience, so let's just put it that way. But anyway.
Oh, what is
that? It's telling me, ya cállate. Cállate con el chisme.
The bell's like, no, don't go there. Who's here? Somebody's spying on us. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Perfect timing.
But anyway, so I don't know. Hopefully
you weren't mentioning whose wedding this was, right?
No.
Okay.
So hopefully the next experience is a much better one.
Yeah. You know who else I think is in this area? I don't know if you.
And I just want to clarify, please, whoever I don't want any.
If they may know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't. This has nothing to do with the bride and groom. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
They were super sweet, super sweet.
Okay.
It was just incidents that happened at the wedding.
Gotcha.
That were very disappointing. People at the wedding.
Yeah, I don't know who listens to this. I feel like it's mostly my family or something. Who knows? I don't know.
Well.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, you know who else I think is around this area? I don't know if you know who she is. She does the hashtag Heather's Laugh, Heather L Rex.
Oh my gosh.
She's so funny. She's just what she used to do, just a lot of laughing, reacting to like funny TikTok videos. But then she started posting more like funny things. I haven't seen her stuff in a long time, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I think, I don't know her name. Is it Heather?
It's Heather.
Heather? I'm pretty sure
the hashtag is Heather's Laugh.
Okay.
But her page is like Heather L Rex.
Yes, I follow her.
Yeah, and she's
I didn't know she was from around here.
Yeah, I think I want to say maybe even Indiana somewhere, but I thought it was Chicago.
Oh.
Because I read I don't know, I saw some video or whatever that she was talking about Chicago, and I was like, what? Is she in this area? And like, we follow each other too, so I was like, I would love to like go and just be like, we would probably just be dying laughing the whole time.
That would be cool. I think it would be nice to be able to do like a meetup. Because I would love to. Even I didn't even get a chance to really talk to Pinky that day.
Oh, really?
So it would have been nice to be able to like just hang out with her, you know?
Yeah.
But that's when I got to meet Meredith as well.
Okay.
Baby Cecile, she's super sweet.
Yeah.
But again, because of the situation, didn't really get to hang out with her, you know?
Yeah.
So that would have been nice.
I almost feel like I used to feel opposite, like I would want to be in bigger groups because it's like, oh, I'm like less like noticeable and like there's more people around, but now it's like I want more intimate groups. Like I'd rather be like 4 people, 6 people, because there's not so much going on and so many little cliques, you know, like everybody can
that's
just
what happens is the cliques and
sit and get to know each other.
Yeah. But again, I know I had reached out, oh my gosh, I think it was like the end of 2021 or 2020. I had reached out to a couple people and I had mentioned it to you too. Hey, we should try to plan a trip.
Yeah.
But we never actually planned it. But just
and
so
I'm
you
so
know,
bad. I'm so bad with that.
Just so you know, these people did say, yeah, they were down. So if we were to plan something, I know you're the one that's kind of like road tripping, you know what I mean? But
right. I mean, that could be a good thing and good and a bad thing because I could meet anywhere. Like,
right. But I know like
if I happen to be in Florida and you guys wanted to fly to Florida or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it could work out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so like, I'm just not a good planner, so I can't be the planner.
I'm a good planner. Like, I've always been like the party planner. I'm just like really bad right now. Was it last week's episode? The long episode that I just posted. I explained why I'm really bad at communicating right now. And
I get it.
Just like even like group messages and stuff. I'm so fucking bad at it, and I need to get better because I'm missing out on opportunities like this where I could literally be the one that could like get stuff together, and I'm just like, I'm crippled like with anxiety.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a couple people that we've already mentioned this and that they would be down. So
and like that's the thing is like once I'm there with people and like we're in person, or even just like meeting up with family and stuff, I'm like anxious the whole time. And then once I'm there with them, I'm like, oh my gosh, see, why don't we do this more often? Like, what's wrong with you, Jay?
That's how I am too. So I'm so like, if I could, like I always say that the pandemic was like, although I was in a bad space, it was like the best thing because I didn't have to go anywhere and nobody else was going anywhere either. Yeah. So I wouldn't get FOMO.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, like when people invite me places, or like most of the time I don't want to go. I just want to stay home. But I know that once I get there, I'll have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you just gotta get yourself there. Getting ready, I dread. Like getting there, I dread it all. You know, I dread the beginning of introducing myself, or I dread like. I don't know what it is.
That's how I am even with just making TikTok videos. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta because I'm just like, you know, if I'm making like a parody that I think might do well, you know, and I have a crown on and I want to look nice, I'm like, okay, I gotta put mascara.
Those crowns, by the way, are so adorable.
Dude, they're gorgeous.
They're so gorgeous.
You know, I didn't realize until they got to the house and I opened the package, I bought 2 of those crowns on Amazon for traveling.
Did you?
So I don't know if you remember videos from way back when I was like in Florida. I had like a green one and I had a black crown. It's the same company.
Yeah. So I noticed that it was the same company when somebody else got crowns from them. Like, oh, that's the company I bought from.
Yeah.
And I bought it on Amazon, but I bought it years ago.
I had no idea that it was going to be such nice quality.
Yeah, they're
You can get them on Amazon. And then, so I went to their website. I'm like, oh my gosh, I bought 2 of these crowns. So like, I know that they're good crowns. So when they sent them to me, I was really happy. And then that's when I realized it's the company that Pinky gets her crowns from.
I think that's where I see
She has so many of them. Like oh my gosh.
I bought 2.
I just want to collect them all.
2 crowns. And one of them I lost. I'm so bad. But the other one I have it in the box. And I mean, I don't know what to do with. Like, so nice. I bought it just because I love it, you know.
You just bought it just because?
I bought it just because at the time, because I just wanted a crown. Like I was like, I don't even know why I bought it.
They're
like
so pretty.
I seen it, and I'm like, I'm sure I can use this somewhere, just to be funny. Because
Ariel use it?
My daughter just play with it. So here's the thing: is that I actually in 2000 2001. I was the queen of the Mexican Independence Day Parade in South Chicago.
Oh my God, I'm sitting with a queen.
What can I say? Royalty, I know.
What can I say?
So, oh my, I just thought of a great experience that I had with a TikTok girl. I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, so you know how I was telling you that I'm running for office. We have a chisme page, a gossip page, a community page, and they've been attacking me the last 2 weeks.
Is this the one you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know how they call me Lady Yes?
Yes.
And how they said
Lady Yes.
So I was like, I wanted to do videos with my crown.
Oh, that'd be really
You
funny.
can just call me Lady Yes, Queen Yes.
You're more like Lady No.
Lady
They're
no,
so
no.
dramatic.
So
Oh my
dramatic.
gosh. It's really funny.
Leo, you follow Leo?
Yes, I love Leo.
Leo is the sweetest.
Oh my gosh, I can tell.
The sweetest.
See, that's another one I'd be like,
ever
I'd be
met.
so sad if he was not the sweetest because he seems like he was just so down to earth.
Yes.
You're talking about Leo Gonzalez.
Leo Gonzalez.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leo Gonzalez, if you guys don't follow him, he actually reached out to me
Oh,
when he was coming to Chicago. I know, right? He's like, hey, we should do videos together. I'm like, oh, yes,
oh my gosh.
please. So he came to Chicago. We met up, and he is the sweetest. And you know what's funny? What's not funny? What's crazy? Is that he has the same insecurities that we do. Dude.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
And that was just like, man, like, it was so relatable. And I'm like, even
is he
him,
the same way, like about the posting and stuff? Yeah, he told you,
like he.
But see, he does so good.
But he tells me, he's like, man, he's like, he told me that he actually really gets affected by comments.
By what?
By comments, by bad comments.
Really?
He's like, he's like, so I had to learn to like stop
so
reading them. He's like,
everyone.
it's me, like I don't get affected by comments.
Me, I'm like, please, why don't I have any haters? I want to make a parody out of this troll comment.
I just get mad that I'm not creative enough to come back with the comeback.
Oh, I'm waiting for them for the comeback. Oh my gosh!
In the beginning, I was, but I'm just like, okay. Well, the most of the time, they make fun of my weight, which I know I'm fat. I don't give a fuck. Like, and they call me a bad mom.
Ew.
Like, I know I'm not a bad mom, okay?
No.
And so
Why do they even say that from your videos?
All the
Where
time.
does that come from?
Because I swear in front of my kids.
They're just fucking
one time I pretended to throw a chancla at my kids, so oh my god, they were gonna call DCFS.
We all
me,
survived it. They'll be fine.
We're all chancla survivors. We're good.
Chancla survivors over here.
So yeah, but just hearing him say how like he too struggles here.
Are you guys closing? Okay. I'm sorry. I was like,
no. It just seems so relatable. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I would love to be able to hear that kind of stuff from him too.
Yeah,
but I'm sure
expected that. I was like,
but I'm sure he probably feels the same way. Like people expect comedy from him, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean,
he doesn't ever post. Like there's people like that. His is like literally just comedy videos. There's nothing like really like personal about his life. And see, I like sharing that kind of stuff. And it's just like people, they don't want to fucking see that. So.
But I know that he's been on a podcast with, I forgot which one it was.
I like when you can hear people have
and he talked about it a little bit. So I'm like, this is the reason why I was telling you, or we're telling you, we could talk about it later. But I think that would be a great avenue. You know?
Oh, the idea you had? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I definitely think that we could definitely reach a lot of people that way.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes it seem so relatable, and he's grown so big. Like his contact, his account has grown. Like, and he's had so many great opportunities.
Oh yeah,
and it's just like,
did he meet George Lopez?
Yes.
He was with George Lopez, right? Because
he's
like his comedy is like his. Yeah, that's insane. Yes. I know, and that's when I kick myself. I'm like, dude, I know, like, you're so talented and like you have so much potential with like acting and stuff, and I know that I have potential with music, and I just like I could just be
the opportunities that we could have already had if we would have.
No llores, Yessenia. I'm just kidding.
I know.
We need the little bell ding.
I know, but
yeah, there's just so many things that I could be doing and pursuing, and that I have, like I've always said, like I'm not going to quit until I'm somehow, somewhere working for Disney, whether it's like being one of those stupid, sorry, I'm saying stupid, but the princesses in the park, or you know how they do those mermaid tanks now, and you can be a freaking mermaid, or
the collabs that they've been doing. Like, how do people collab with them?
The collabs,
like, I mean, Estefi Savi has been invited, I think, twice.
Oh my gosh! Like, can somebody invite me to Disney, please? That's all I want.
I want to be invited too.
Oh, and the thing I just posted about the whole Duncan thing that I missed out. Oh my gosh! Yeah, if you see my, Oh, I think I posted a video. Yeah, I made a video on TikTok and Instagram that I was reached out by another company reached out to me on behalf of Dunkin', and we all know how obsessed I am with Dunkin', and I just missed this opportunity because I was depressed and didn't check my email. But I also don't know how they got that email. I was just, And I reached out, I'm like, please, I can do this. I can make the deadline by tomorrow. And they're like, no, we gave it to someone else. And I just gotta like kick myself out of the...
You should reach out to them anyway. Just say, hey, just wanted to touch base. Let you know that, I was...
They did say, like, sorry that we missed you or whatever. We'll keep you in mind for future opportunities. But, like, you never know how serious that really is. But yeah, there was something I was gonna mention about Leo. I totally lost my train of thought.
He did something with Mario Lopez too.
He did?
Like an interview thingy with Mario Lopez.
With Mario
he's had
Lopez?
He's kind of a lot of opportunities, and
yeah, and you're just like, what podcast
I'm like, why
was
can't
it
I just get invited?
I know. We're invited to nothing.
You know who I saw his podcast? It wasn't a podcast. It was an Instagram live.
Oh, okay.
With Vanessa. Do you follow Vanessa Carias or?
You told me about her.
So if you go to her page, she hasn't done them recently, but she had how they have like the IG. There's a section that IG live. I'm sure if you scroll down, you'll be able to see his interview still on there.
You know who else I think is here in Chicago? I think Rebecca Hoffman. Rebecca, she's always cooking. Isn't she in this area?
Yes. I don't know where in Chicago. I think she lives in the suburbs.
Are you guys mutuals too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I popped into her live a couple nights ago, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Jenguin, if you're in here, like pop in, we could do like a dual live." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so intimidated." I love her. She's so sweet. She's so funny. But I had no idea that she was in this area. I would have gone on her live if I didn't look like I was literally dying.
Because she started following me. And I don't know how I found her page or whatever, but
Huffman?
Rebecca Hoffman, I think.
Hoffman or Huffman, yeah.
And she does a lot of cooking episodes. Cute. I love her though. I love her videos. And I told them that we need to go out for coffee or mimosas one day.
Really?
But we just haven't gotten the planning.
Cannot, but is she Chicago, like near? Or
I don't know if she's Chicago or a suburb, but she's around here.
Okay.
Yeah, she's around here.
Well, let her know. I'll join too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would literally be so fun.
Maybe. Well, if you don't leave, So it's always to change the subject.
She just started something on TikTok.
Well, really quick, what we'll do is if you would let me know if you are gonna end up leaving or not.
Yeah.
I can message her like, hey, like me and Jenny were talking, and we would love to be able to get together. Do brunch or something,
because it's like a small world. I don't even know like who follows who. I don't even know how I probably followed her because of her accent. I thought she was Cuban, the way she talks. Her little cooking videos are so cute. And I think she learned about a Butterbell through me, and she's like saw my obnoxious like Butterbell video, and so that's how she found me. I think
I saw that video that she posted about the Butterbell.
And she did one recently. I forgot about that.
But she's I love her videos. I actually just saw her coquito video that she posted about it. I'm like, I gotta learn how to make that.
Ooh,
coquito.
I want to make all of the stuff that she put. I don't even cook. I don't even think I would remember how to cook at this point. It's been so long since I've been in a kitchen.
It's all good. We'll just go somewhere that can cook for us.
Yeah, okay. Order up. We're gonna laugh. I might cry, and I'm gonna want to tell you why, because hey, well that's just life. Okay, so Yessenia has to go soon, so we're going to try to wrap it up.
Yeah.
You still have to do worst and best part of your week if you want.
Oh,
we can try to do it quick, and I won't do mine because...
No, go ahead.
Well, I'll have to think of something else because I was already recording an episode for this week, so
gotcha.
I'd have to think of a different...
Oh, gotcha, okay.
That's the worst part. And then we got to play our word girl game, and then you wanted to mention something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So... about your podcast, because I just listened to you. I haven't finished the last episode. I'm halfway through. But
the really long, depressing one?
That one? Very informative one.
Okay.
No. But the last two episodes that you've done, well, not besides the one with your sisters,
and
you were talking about, like, which, by the way, you're freaking brave for doing this.
What?
Where you asked people to say, like, what their first impressions were of you.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was last week that you mentioned that somebody said that you seemed like a really girly girl, like really like okay. So here's the thing, and like don't take this offensively a lot because I feel like you were a little offended by that person's thinking that. Of
no, I wasn't offended. I just like I don't see myself like that. I see myself like I'm so lazy. I'm such a bum, and I don't really fix myself up. But I think other people.
I think it's because I think what it was because my first impression of you was like that too. Like
really.
But I mean, nothing like wrong with it or nothing.
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't like, really care. I just
but I
was
think
surprised.
what it was is because your house was so like beautiful, like so DIY. Your house, like you were so into like the DIY and like the color, everything. Like, girl, I have when it comes to like anything to do with like what looks good together or whatever, I suck at it.
You know, just like
so my impression was that you were like not in a bad way, but like you were into fashion, that you were into makeup, you were into like all that stuff, which is funny because you say you're not, you know.
No, because the way I see myself is anytime I would go to my other family, like for example, like my cousin, they always have their hair so pretty and their makeup and stuff, and I would go to their house and Abby'd be like, "What is that mascara you're using?" She's like, "Here, try this. This is better mascara, Jenny. Why are you using the same thing from 2007?" I'm like, "I don't know." God. And so I would sit there and they would give me these makeovers, and I'm like, "Fix me, please."
as I have a mascara that I've had for like 2 years.
I know.
In my purse.
Just, like, once I find something, I stick to it, and I don't want to use anything else. So, like, I don't know. I just, like, I don't know anything about that.
Me
but,
too.
But, like, I do. Like, I have glitter nail polish on right now, and, like, I have fake eyelashes on for the first time in my life. So, like, looks like I'm fixed up, but I feel like, oh my God, girl, I slept in these things, and they were, like, all crumpled up in the morning. Like, I don't know.
It is funny though, like what people think. I'm scared to put that up on my. I do want to do it, but I'm nervous.
You should. Like there's some.
Here's the thing: is like
there weren't really any mean ones. It's mostly like people who look up to you and follow you. Like
I know, like because of me though, because like I know that I'm very like I do have like a resting bitch face. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm sure a lot of people. I don't know. I guess. Okay, my phone keeps ringing, by the way, for you guys. It's for my kids. My kids, literally, like, their friends call my phone. I get more calls
she has
in
gotten,
one
like,
day.
At least 50 phone calls since we've been here.
I get more calls from my son in one day than I get in, like, 3 weeks.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's what I wanted to say, that it's so funny that my first impression was that, too. But then I totally forgot. I was like, oh, I got to know you. And I'm like...
Yeah.
You could tell that you were just into DIY, you know, like...
I still probably don't come off as, like, a tomboyish kind of person to people. But, yeah, when it comes to that, like, I was just, like... I don't know. I'm just like really obsessed with like color coordination and like textures.
But
and
that's the creative side of you.
Creative.
You're just a creative person, like you said.
That was why I was doing that whole. Every room in my house was a different theme of a different. I wanted it to look like a live action Disney movie.
And you did such a great job with it.
I was obsessed
because you did it. I loved how you did it, where an adult lives there.
Yeah, I
didn't
want it to look like
childish. It was perfect.
Oh, I would always have people like, "Oh my gosh, here I bought this for your Little Mermaid room." I'm like, it's literally a poster with like Flounder and Sebastian on it. I'm like, thank you. Like I love that. But like I'm gonna put this like on the inside of the closet.
Yeah.
Because like instead I would have like a little antique like brass lobster like holding down my mail or something. Like I don't know. I like that kind of stuff, but I didn't realize that people even thought that because in my mind it was just my house and other people were like scared and intimidated by it. But yeah, that brings me back to it, like how I was saying earlier. I look forward to troll comments because I want to use that for funny content to go back at them. And so I posted on my Instagram. I was like, "Hey guys, roast me for this podcast. Everybody, please just roast me." Nobody sent me anything.
No,
not one single person roasted me. I'm like, I think it's because they think I'm a big ass fucking crybaby, and she's so sensitive, and she's gonna get butt. I'm like, no, please, roast me. It's so funny.
It's funny because I can handle it from like the comments, but if anybody I know roasts me or anything,
if it's someone that you know,
like I'll take it like, do you really think that about me?
Well, this is how I think of it, is if they're saying it, then they're thinking it. Yeah. But like, if it's all in good fun, it's okay. Like if you're doing it to attack someone or be a bitch, like I probably wouldn't even acknowledge them. But most of the like one of my Disney parodies that did go viral was like somebody being like, "Wow, you're so annoying. Like you're so fucking annoying." But then they didn't even spell "your" right, so I'm like, "You're fucking stupid." Like. Well, you can think I'm annoying all you want, but I think it's annoying that you can't spell. Yeah. So what does it matter? I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
I wish I was more creative on comebacks because I do save them all. So when I see people come in like ignorant things, I save them just in case they delete them. But then I don't even ever reply to them because I can't think of anything.
It's so funny.
But
and it is kind of liberating too. It does feel good. When
I know that there's that one song, but then I hate the comments. I don't know why. Don't even give it attention. No, leave me alone.
No, they wanted attention. We'll give them their attention that they want. It's negative attention. Thank you for the views. Like, I don't. Yeah, it's as long as it's harmless, and the ones that are not harmless, like it's easier said than done, like to not take it to heart. But I think once you do, it does feel good when there are ones that are trying to be spiteful, and you respond to it, and then your people back you up.
Yeah,
and it just like feels good. Like I got this out there. Like I'm not gonna give you the power. Like I know the bad things about myself and the things that I'm insecure about, but like. Okay.
You're right.
Next.
like you do realize that I see myself in the mirror. Like,
you do realize I hear my annoying ass voice.
You're right.
Every day. I can't fucking stand it. Yeah.
Like trust me, okay?
I promise. If you're hearing this, you're allowed to roast me. It's okay. I just want to have fun with it. Okay. You think? Well, do you have
time?
Go?
Yeah. No. We're time. We're good.
We could do real quick worst part of your week and follow up with 2 positives.
Yeah.
And whatever you want to share, whatever you're comfortable with, obviously.
Worst part of my week. I gotta think what week this was. My worst part of my week, which isn't that big of a deal, but for like a good hour, I was very bothered by it.
Get it out, girl. Get it out.
Was the video, the thread that I showed you. So there's a cat. I'm gonna take this to go.
Here, I'll take.
Is there like a little?
I'm still nibbling on the little muffin. She's like trying to pick up. No, we're gonna keep talking for another 30 minutes.
Right at the top. No, thank you. Like raspberry cheesecake? I did. I really liked it, but because we're recording, I didn't want to be eating on it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay. We're podcasting. No, you're good.
Yeah, you can say hi to the podcast. Hi, podcast. Come visit. What's your name? Aurora at SIP. Yes. Give her a good tip.
She put me on the raspberry cream cheese muffin, and it's super delish.
It looks really good. She's so cute.
So guys, I'm running for office as I said earlier. And I've been going to like a lot of holiday festivities, breakfast with Santa's, blah, 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 whatever. So 2 weekends ago, there was a breakfast with Santa in our community, and I actually bought a red sweater that I was gonna wear to that event, and I couldn't find it, and I was very frustrated, and I was annoyed because like I know that it's my fault that I can't find it because I just throw things everywhere. Yeah. My closet is a mess, Same. So I was like, oh my god, where's this sweater? And my husband's like, I don't know. And I'm like, nobody knows anything around this house, and I gotta do everything. And then my husband just got himself ready, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm ready. I had to get the kids ready. I had to get everything. So I was just frustrated. So the only holiday sweater that I had was a gray one that says festive AF. And my husband looked at me and he's like, you're gonna wear that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who cares? I'm like, I honestly didn't think anything of it. Like, I get it, what it's supposed to stand for, but it doesn't actually say it on the shirt,
right?
You know?
There's not an actual cuss word on it.
Right. So I was like, it's no big deal, especially because of my personality. Like, people know me, like...
And you're festive AF.
Yeah, I'm festive AF. So anyway, so I go to this event, and mind you, I knew that I was going to, like, an area that is very highly supportive of another candidate that's running. Okay. So that's fine. So I went, I had a great time, took pictures, whatever. Well, this week, our gossip page, decided to not even roast me, but attack me.
No,
like, they straight up was like...
She was trying to be all, like, clever and rhyming and stuff with it, but it's literally just for no reason.
For no reason, because of my sweater, and, like, that I need to think better in my wardrobe, because
you have no shame.
There was kids there, and how dare me, and everybody was talking about it, and I'm like... Really, dude? Like, get out of here. It's a freaking... For all they know, I'm like, it's festive and funny, okay?
Yeah.
It's festive and funny.
There you go.
So that was my low, but then I thought about it. I'm like, the only reason they're doing this is because they see me as competition. And I get it. I am competition.
You're so, gonna hate.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to put AF behind every freaking shirt I wear.
Everything. Oh my gosh. AF. Do it. And funny.
Funny. My high was today. I had a really good... I'm having a really nice time. I'm glad we got to catch up.
Yeah.
Because we don't do that often. And I look forward to these little coffee dates we have.
More often. That's good. One more positive.
We have
to up the negative. Okay. Yeah. We got to get the bad
out. One more positive is... Girl,
it's so hard. Isn't that depressing? Okay, did this the last episode? I was like, why the fuck is it so hard?
I know. Okay.
It's not just me. Oh my gosh. You know what? You made me feel so good. It's not just me. I literally feel like I'm such a like Debbie Downer that I can't think of 2 positives.
I'm like, my kids did their homework. Not even, because my son didn't. My son didn't.
Oh my god.
I guess my positive is I just went to a senior event that I hosted for a holiday dinner, and they had a really nice time. They were super nice, and the positive was that my kids actually participated as well, and they enjoyed it.
Oh,
so that's what I want them to start doing more of, getting out there, giving back. And serving, being at service. Nice. So, I thought my son was going to be complaining the whole time, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He was shy in the beginning, but by the end, he was going to tables and say, "Do you need anything else?"
Oh, that's so cute. Which, by the way, I meant to say this earlier, way in the beginning of the podcast when you mentioned, guys, her children's names are Ariel and Eric. She has twins. Twin children, and they're Ariel and Eric.
Little Mermaid was my favorite movie. My favorite Disney movie. It was an accident too. It wasn't intentional.
Because your husband's name is Eric. So you wanted to name him after your husband, right?
And my daughter was between Victoria and Ariel, and when she was born, she was like wiggling out of her little swaddle.
Like a little mermaid.
And my doctor said, she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's like a little fish in there." Like, oh, that's it, Ariel. Ariel's her name.
Cute.
And I still didn't get it until 2 days later when my sister-in-law came over.
You're like, wait a minute.
She's like, I love that you named them after your favorite movie. And I'm like, oh.
What? I mean, they are, but that's really funny.
But if it really would have been over my favorite movie, I would have done Sebastian.
Oh, yeah. Sebastian was a popular name, too, for a while there.
But my husband's name is Eric, not Sebastian. But anyway, so Eric and Ariel.
Yeah, little fun fact. Okay, well, good. That was probably oh my gosh, I always dwell so long on that worst and best part. So you know how to play the word game, right?
Yes.
Have you heard
this is going to be so hard. I've never
played it. Is this our first time doing it?
Yes.
Have you done it with anyone?
No.
It's
I've always been nervous.
It's crazy. Sometimes it'll work out and you literally do it on the first time. I love it. Okay, so something random.
Something random, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Sweater.
Frame.
Wait, what did you say? Frame? Okay.
Like a picture frame and a sweater?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? I don't know which word to say. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Christmas
Brooch.
card. Wait, does that count?
Yeah, you can say 2 words.
Okay.
Christmas card?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said brooch, like a
brooch. Okay.
Oops, sorry, microphone.
Okay.
Like a little brooch that goes. They look like little picture frames sometimes. Okay, so something in common with what? A brooch
and Christmas card.
Oh shit. Okay, I got one.
Hold on, wait. Okay.
It's like what the two have in common.
Yeah. Okay.
Christmas card and brooch. 3, 2, 1.
Gift.
Grandma.
Okay.
Gift and grandma? Wait. I feel like we're going opposite ways.
I know. Okay. Gift and grandma.
And you can't repeat.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay. I think I got one. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Holiday.
Slippers.
Okay, I know one right now.
Holiday and slippers?
Yes, I got one. Okay.
I mean, I guess. 3, 2, 1.
Pajamas.
Christmas. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if I should say Christmas because
I said Christmas card, and I was going to say Christmas earlier, but I was like, I think I said Christmas card.
So you said Christmas and pajamas?
Okay. Christmas and pajamas.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we're just Okay. Ready? Christmas and pajamas.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Photo.
Presents. Damn it, that was a good one. Photo. Like the matching Christmas pajamas. Okay. And I was thinking you wear your pajamas in the morning when you open up your presents. Okay, so photo and presents.
Okay. All right.
Damn it, we're bad at this one. Photo and presents.
Okay, I got one.
Wait a minute. Photo. I don't even know. Photo and presents, right? Is that what it is? Oh my god. Okay, I guess. 3, 2, 1.
Tree.
Family. I was so bad. This is the worst I've ever done. Oh my gosh. Okay, tree and family. Okay, I think I got one. A good one. Think about it really hard.
Okay.
Family and tree.
Okay.
You look so scared. scared. Are you nervous? You said you were nervous before.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
She's sweating.
Let's go.
Okay, family and tree. 3, 2, 1.
Santa.
I said nativity. We keep going like opposite ways. Okay, Santa and nativity scene.
Okay, Santa.
I think we can do this one.
All right.
It could. Okay.
Almost. Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Jesus.
Almost said baby Jesus.
Oh,
oh my gosh.
that was funny.
Thank God.
I was nervous.
Oh
we
my
got
gosh.
there.
I
We
was
got
actually
there.
sweating for that one. It's weird how some
man.
people's brains like completely. Did you hear the one with my sisters and me? Like, were you thinking God or snake? Did
No,
you hear
I
that
haven't
one?
even. I haven't finished
Oh, okay.
it.
The very end.
I'm
where
gonna
it
finish.
Oh my
well,
god.
because I was gonna finish the end of that one, and then I seen you had posted another one. Like, oh, let
You
me
don't
listen
have to
to it.
finish it. I just didn't know if you
No,
had
I'm
heard
going
it.
to.
I'm just like,
I'm going to.
oh my gosh, it's so
I'm going
hard
to.
sometimes.
That is so funny. I love that game though. I've been dreading it. Like, I've been looking forward to it and dreading it.
Yeah, it's
because it's
very-
like I know eventually I'm gonna play it with you, but I was like,
It's
I'm
really
nervous.
fun for like road trips and stuff.
That is
or
cool.
with your kids even. Gets their brains thinking.
Oh, I should try it with my kids.
Yeah.
If I do it with my kids, I'm gonna record it so
and
you
then
can hear
all
it.
three of you guys could do it eventually. Oh, you should have them do it because they're twins and see how alike they think.
That'd be fun. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be. And because they're little kids.
Yeah.
I'm curious what they would say.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun with this game
my
on Christmas. I'm gonna have to.
gosh.
I'm gonna record them.
Good.
Record
Okay.
them.
Well, thank you so much
Oh,
for
thank you
taking
for
the
having
time.
me
And
on.
look at it's exactly 8:30.
Oh, what?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get
Um,
together more.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I always miss you and love you, and thank you for being willing to do stuff like this and making content. 'Cause nobody else wants to do it with me.
But you know what? We suck at. We need to plan better
I know.
on the content that we're gonna do before we.
I know, because we get together and we're like, do you have any sound
anything?
saying?
No.
I don't know. What do we want to do?
But yeah, I always have a good time. So
So we got to do this again
Yes.
sometime on your podcast,
yes,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, we got something up our sleeves, maybe.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't want to hit the
Yay.
mic, but thank you so much for having me on.
Yes.
I had a blast. Sorry if we got a little deep, guys. We actually didn't really, not too deep.
No, not too much.
We touched on it a
But
little
that's
bit.
okay. They could use a break from
Yeah.
me for a while. But thank you. And
I'll have more tea next time.
until the next time, ding ding, order up. And don't forget to love yourself.
Oh, that's
Because
cute.
I love you.
So do do do.